Big Boar Barbecue presents Seven Rivers Racing on KQEG TV with Dan the Voice Dykman, Billy Doc Niles, and Paul the Statman Riker. Brought to you by Big Boar Barbecue, Highway 16 West Salem. Big Boar Barbecue, now that's a mouthful. By Carey Heating and Air Conditioning, your residential specialist, serving the La Crosse area since 1929. Carey Heating and Air Conditioning.
Hi, good race fans. Welcome in. Seven Rivers Racing, KQEG TV. I'm the voice, Dan Dynker, Paul the Penguin Reichert, and Billy Doc Niles. Man, we are knee-deep into October. We are knee-deep into racing, and before you know it, boom, the show is going to be done.
Yeah.
At least for this year.
Yeah. This summer seemed to go by fast. I can't figure out why.
Oh, it does. Confusion, mass hysteria, you name it, it came down the pike, but luckily, we were one of the areas that got to race pretty much the entire summer at the Tomah Sparta Speedway and the La Crosse Speedway. And kudos goes out, by the way. We're not going to drag that whole issue out, but Greg Oliver, working with the Monroe County Health Department and the powers that be to be able to get racing in at Tomah Sparta Speedway with us the entire season was outstanding. Chuck Deary at the La Crosse Speedway and the La Crosse County Health Department, those entities he had to work with and continually will have to work with as fast as up. Kudos goes out to all of them, and not just the fans that if they were going to social distance, they did what they wanted to do when it came to that. But the staffs at both tracks have adhered to what Chuck Deary and Greg Oliver had stated the entire summer. The concession workers and the announcers and the PR directors and all of us, we had to do what we wanted to do according to what they wanted us to do because, well, we wanted to get racing in.
And I think it all worked out well. You know, you got to feel for our friends down at Madison Speedway. Unfortunately, they got, what, one or two shows in, if that.
And then they want to get another one in. Then they got a rain out, a couple street tracks, rain out. I feel bad for Greg and Angie McCarnes.
Greg and Angie McCarnes, our friends at Sun Prairie didn't get a single show in this year, but everybody else did a heck of a job around the rest of the state, basically taking care of people and putting on great shows. And that's all you can ask for in these times, and great job by everybody for doing what they did to at least keep us entertained when nothing else was open but a racetrack.
Got to thank our sponsors that help you keep entertained by providing you with this program every week.
Of course, we got to thank our title sponsor, Big Boar Barbecue. What a great job they do. You know, #1 in the county and #1 caterer. Also, Carey Heating and Air Conditioning. Yes, it is cold out. Some of you have turned on that furnace. A couple of you have realized it's not working that well. Give Carey Heating and Air Conditioning a call. Get that thing tuned up before it gets really cold. Our friends at fansarena.com giving us the really cool threads. No, that one, there you go.
Well, I like showing the KQEG TV that they do very nice as well.
And, of course, our friends at G&L Collectibles and NorthstarCustoms.com. Now, if you're going out to Oktoberfest next week, we'll be doing our radio show live from the J&L Collectibles tent at noon on Saturday. So stop in, say hi, and check out all the cool guests we're going to have with us.
He just totally didn't give the TV show any love, because if he would have said that the right way,
the TV show,
and radio show are live from Oktoberfest next Saturday at noon from the J&L Collectibles tent on Sellers Road next to Mamma Mia's Pizza. That's how he should have said it.
Yes.
We got that right. Talking about that, for some of you folks, you're watching this program on Thursday. Well, I'm heading to the Rockford Speedway, so I'm going to be announcing there on Saturday and Sunday. So, of course, we pre-taped a lot of this today. You're heading to Golden Sands.
Yes. Tundra will make up the rainout from Labor Day on Friday night, and then Saturday, Harvest Race will take place. Golden Sands Big Year and Special, big 2-day show. And the Four Cylinders will have what's called the Cranberry Cup, a 2-day show. $250 to the winner of each feature, and an overall champion will get a $200 bonus as well.
So what I'm leading to is, if you're watching this on Thursday, you have 4 days. If you're watching this on Sunday, you have 1 day. What am I getting to?
The running of the campers.
Bang! Camper Village opening up noon on Monday. I'm going to be getting mine parked out there sometime Monday morning once I come back from Rockford. And that's going to set the sights for probably one of the nation's largest. They always say it's the Midwest's largest set of racing over 4 days when you've got over 15 divisions and that many people, but it's got to be, especially this year, probably one of the nation's largest 4-day racing events you could think of.
Almost, without a shadow of a doubt, it is definitely the biggest one in the Midwest, if, like you say, if not the country. There are others that try to emulate what we do, but no one can duplicate what we do. And Paul, I'd say over the last few years, a great thing that Larry Weir started back in 1970 and continued by the Deary and McCarnes family. I'd say we got a really good thing going on.
This is our big slice of racing heaven. Yes, it is.
So again, if you look at Oktoberfest Race Weekend, all the schedules are up there, all the camping information is on there, and of course Thursday night we get things started with 2 lacrosse late models. All the lacrosse champions will be crowned. The super late models will have the Futures event, the hooligan race, and that's just going to be a great night. I'll be DJing out there in the exhibition building on Thursday for
And
the
don't forget about
champions.
the double O race in the night.
What?
The double O race.
Oh, yeah, the double O race. Everybody wants to win that one for some reason. Second night is going to be very interesting. 2 more late models. Going to be 2 more late model divisions from lacrosse. Going to be running Twin 20s. Champion will be crowned on Friday night. The original Dick Trickle 99, which I saw a great story on the milk and the kissing of the cow, on how this thing originated way back in the day, and how lacrosse has such a luxury to be hosting that event. Then you've got, of course, late models are going to be crowned, and a race that it was so big last year that we're going to show it here in a couple of weeks. The area sportsman, where this could be a 40 to 50 car field bill.
Oh, most definitely. The sportsmen all around the state they just been itching to come to lacrosse. They couldn't do it on a weekly night because of the way that the rules have been jockeyed around. But the way the rules have been jockeyed around, we had some great mixture of cars. But man, that Friday night show is going to be huge to get into that 25 lap feature. It's going to be amazing. We're probably going to see a couple of really classic B mains just to catch the tail of that one.
And what's going to be real interesting is when I was at Downsing and Dells Raceway Park last week, I talked to a lot of them. They're modified drivers that know that we were running mods in our sportsman this year that may be showing up for the sportsman race Thursday night, in which Dave Edwards raced at the Dells twice last weekend with double features. You could be seeing some added modifieds to our Thursday sportsman and the area sportsman.
Oh, definitely. It's some things that any car that has like the 8-inch tire and a sportsman type rule like a modified can run with. Just got to stay at 22 seconds or under. That's the challenge of our sportsman class this year. And I also want to mention, you talked about our champion being crowned on Friday night. Also, you got to thank Kevin Noodleman kicking a little extra cash in for the top 4 on points. And whoever is the top point getter not only gets a little extra cash, is going to be named Festmaster for the rest of the weekend.
Yeah, I was going to say, what did Notify is the band we couldn't think of last week. Notify is the band that's playing on Saturday at 1 o'clock in the exhibition hall. That's where we're moving our radio and TV show. So yeah, it's going to be it's the Noodleman Grain Cleaning Festmaster is who gets those top dollars out there for the lacrosse late models. Nice job, Kevin Noodleman.
Yeah, we can't former champion, giving back to his personal playground for about 20 years. So great job by Kevin.
When we come back, we're going to show you the finale of last week's Enduro at the Tomah Sparta Speedway. It wasn't as jam-packed as the lacrosse speedway and their 110 cars in the quarter mile. You'd have some flip-overs, and we did have a lot of racing going on out at Tomah. And then we're going to come back. It's going to be Gilster versus Mann on 7 Rivers Racing.
Want to keep your employees happy? Buy them all lunch. Hi, Jerry here at Big Boar Barbecue. We cater lunches all the time for businesses big and small, 10 to 500. We can handle it. Give us a call and we'll help you figure out a great menu. Let's face it, good people are hard to find, so we can help you keep the ones you got. My grandpa used to say, you want to keep someone happy? Feed them barbecue. Big Boar Barbecue, Highway 16 West Salem.
Just come on down for the best food in town at Big Boar Barbecue.
And online at BigBoarBBQ.com.
American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning is built to a higher standard, so you can focus on the problems in your life that really actually matter. Like figuring out which remote turns the TV on, or the smell in the vegetable crisper that in no way can be vegetables, or finding your phone when you leave it on vibrate. Whatever you're worrying about, it won't be this. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard.
Welcome back, race fans. Civil Res Racing KQEG TV. Again, we pre-taped this one as well. If you watch this on the weekend, I'm actually at the Rockford Speedway announcing for the first time ever, and he'll be up at Golden Sands getting his roll-off up there. Had a great time closing on the 2020 racing season at the Tomah Sparta Speedway last Saturday. That's right, it was a Saturday.
Yes.
Almost 50 enduro cars showed up, and the action was just phenomenal. Thought we would spend some time for those folks that got to race and said, Diker, I'd sure like to see what it looked like. We're going to bring it back to you right now.
Got to give these drivers credit, man. That's a lot of racing. What is it? 10 till 4. They've been racing for almost 2 hours.
That's why they call it an enduro. Boy, they are really kicking it up over in 4.
158 machine of Kyle Cross has had some on again, off again problems. Looks like he's going to try to finish this one in the silver car out of turn 4. Here comes Tomah, your leader, the orange and grayish 20T machine. Watching Alex Rue, the number 42 minivan. Looks like he's just on a Saturday stroll. Oh, big push right here. They're stuck together, the 40 of Aaron Groton and the 16 momentarily having problems. Going to be tough now. Groton's going to try to peel away from there without getting into harm's way. He finds an opening, and he does. Tried Winnicky in hot pursuit of Tom Farr's machine in the 12T, rolling over turn 2. $31 to go. Excuse me, 11 to go. That's an 8 up there. Just about 10 laps remaining. Can Troy Tomah out of Owatonna, Minnesota hold on strong in the 20T?
Just don't throw the Diker curse on him, Dan. That's all he asks.
I'm not mentioning his name from here on out. We got 10 laps to go. I'm not going to mention his name no more. I'll mention the top 5. Triton Winnicky, Tom Farah, Matt Moore, Dan Fry, Levi Sand. Levi Sand is up in turn 1 and 2 in front of Matt Moore. He's had a solid run in that little car.
Sure has.
9 laps remaining. Here comes the team of Ian Zimmerman and Tristan Dreskowski. The 38 machine is back on. You got about 8 laps, folks. Beers are $2. You got 8 laps to get the $2 beer. The Tiger King Drazkowski down the front straightaway. Matt Drazkowski to Tenants. How are you, buddy? Good to see you this afternoon. Jam truck driver extraordinaire. Put that on your resume. Well, Rick Porter, you can always know where Zach Leapsh is in the Mood 06.
Hard to miss that one.
You got a Tiger in turn 1 and a cow down the back straightaway. 5 laps remaining, 5 to go. And I'm not going to say who your leader is. I'm not jinxing for a 4th time.
Don't do it, Dan. Resist.
Rick Porter would beat me with my own microphone.
Yes, I would. I'll tell you what, Dan, we'll let you mention them at the end.
Well, there's 4 to go, so I'm just going to remain quiet for 4 laps.
I don't know if that's possible, Dan. Can you be quiet for 4 laps?
Only if I had a burger in front of me.
I can arrange that.
What do you know, brother man? You need to be. 3 laps to remain for about 8. Oh, Dan Fry almost turned it around in turn 1 and 2. He's going to go through the grass. Holds on loosely. Didn't let go. Oh, got a car way up in turn 1. He was going for the wall there for a moment. The 100 of Cody Bell with 2 laps remaining almost destroyed that thing. He'll be back on the track. One last mad dash for Troy Tomah, the 20T. He can take it easy this last lap now. White flag is out.
Yeah, nothing can go wrong.
Matt Moore, is he having problems in turn 3? Checkered flag is out, and that's it. With 1 lap to go, Matt Moore is going to limp across the line.
You don't see that happen very often.
No, you don't. Matt Moore was in the top 7. And don't know if that's going to harm his final position or not. Well, give us a couple of seconds. Once we get the scorecards collected, we will have a winner.
And no shock here, the Tomah-nator. Troy Tomah ends up winning this one. He goes around the Midwest running enduros like this. So congratulations to Troy Tomah. When we come back, we're going to show you that fantastic finish from last year's Mid Am race where Dusty Man thought he had a win. And here comes Dan Gilster. You're watching Seven Rivers Racing on KQEG TV.
You want barbecue, but she doesn't? What do? Hi, Jerry here at Big Boar Barbecue. We know not everyone wants barbecue. That's why we feature so much more, like our fried chicken, Philly steak sandwich, meatloaf, great burgers, salads, wraps, and more. So keep peace in the family, stop in and try something from our extensive menu. It's so much cheaper than a divorce. Big Boar and more, Highway 16 West Salem.
Just come on down for the best food in town at Big Boar Barbecue.
Yeah, it's a mouthful.
American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning is built to a higher standard, so you can focus on the problems in your life that really actually matter. Like figuring out which remote turns the TV on, or the smell in the vegetable crisper that in no way can be vegetables, or finding your phone when you leave it on vibrate. Whatever you're worrying about, it won't be this. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard.
Welcome back, race fans. Seven Rivers Racing, KQEG TV. Doc Paul and Dan getting you ready for Oktoberfest Race Weekend. Do want to remind you that you need to be paying attention to the Big Boar Barbecue Seven Rivers Racing Facebook page, as our producer Jesse and our station manager Rick Wilson are going to be laying out to you exactly how you can watch the replays from Oktoberfest. It's one of the biggest questions we get every year, and there's always a lot of confusion. Okay, well, you race Thursday, you're going to air it Thursday and Sunday and all this good stuff. And so make sure you like the Big Boar Presents Seven Rivers Racing Facebook page, and here next week, early in the week, we're going to be writing down the entire schedule for you so you can watch the replays from the confines of your house. To get people ready for Oktoberfest, one of the biggest races last year, they're all big races, but one of those that I really I thought I was going to lose my voice on Friday night, was the Mid-American Stock Car Series, and Billy's down in the pits, got the headset on, I'm up on the tower calling the race, Dustin Mann's here, Gilster's way over here. And Billy, you and I had said at one point that people will be able to hear during this replay. There's no way Gilster's going to make up a half a track in 10 laps.
You know, I don't remember what I exactly said, but it was somewhere along the lines it would take a miracle for him to win this race. Here's what happened at Oktoberfest last year in the Mid Am race.
Years ago, Frog Racing had owned that car. They sold the team, and Danny had to sit out for a year.
And he's going on the outside, up at Brad Worthington. He'll easily take over the second spot, go on the backstretch and look him try to chase down Dusty Man.
Not bad for a guy, Danny Gilson, that had major shoulder surgery back in April. He went in and was just going for a little tissue repair, and they were digging deep, finding all kinds of problems.
Maybe that shoulder, that new shoulder's giving him enough energy to go out there and win the race with still have 18 laps to go in this one, just a few laps away from the halfway mark, and Danny Gilster's chasing down Dusty Man.
Uptill says, I'm done struggling with the Franklin Flyer. Bill Preetzel, he'll go to the inside. He'll steal the spot away. He wants 5th. He's got Dale Leakes in his sights.
He sure does as he gets by him. He goes right to the inside. Leakey as they're going to turn 1. He'll easily side by side. Oh, but it's a little loose. But Leake will still have the lead as they come off at turn 2.
Little squirrely Leakes on the outside of Uptill. Bill Preetzel, Ron Vandermeer Jr. trying to make some noise. Vandermeer Jr. tucked up underneath the back end of the Franklin Flyer.
Meanwhile, that lead up front has stabilized with Dusty Man and Greg Gilster. You know, this could be one of those things, hey, we're in the middle stage. This is a long race. Got to save our tires, but this time by, they will see the cross flags. 15 in, 15 to go in this one.
Fast time qualifier, Ryan Gutnick trying to make his way around the Franklin Flyer and Bill Preetzel. He has success. Meanwhile, the Napa Auto number 7 of your point leader, Vandermeer Jr. Oh, here we go, awfully close.
He's still a little loose. It hits the wall off the turn. Look out, Ryan Goodneck. He's got a problem.
And we got cars coming in hot there in turn 3. Again, a Franklin Flyer feeling all kinds of pressure on the back end by point leader Ron Vandermeer Jr. Billy Doc Niles, close call, then a wall touch.
Yeah, he was a little loose coming off of turn 2, and then got her just a little too much loose and bounced her off the wall. You see him going pretty slow right down here in front of you as he crosses the line.
Yeah, you can see some heavy damage on the right front tires, but you can also see that all the locals are gone from the tires as well, too, after they hit with the wall.
13 to go. He keeps it on the track. The track stays green.
Appreciate him doing that. Sometimes these guys will stop on the track to cause a caution, but you can see he's got that crippled car. It looks like he'll go into turn 3 shoot, and we'll be off the track here, and we stay green.
12 to go. Dusty Man was on the pole for this one. He will continue to lead. We've only had 1 caution, only 1 stack of the cones, and Man has enjoyed a fantastic lead, trying to get his 2nd win of Oktoberfest.
Fast qualifier. Ryan Gutnick is in the top 5 and trying to work his way up to Leakes to try and get into the 4th position. As those two, it looks like a good battle developing for that position off of turn 4.
Danny Gilster could be following up his 2nd place finish from 2018. As you heard Kevin say, those two have stepped away. Meyerhofer, your quick time qualifier, is finding new life in the latter portion of the race.
We got 10 laps to go, and Dan, I'm kind of seeing visually, I think Gilster's catching up to Man for the lead. I think Gilster saved the tires, 10 to go. Now he's going to go racing.
You're exactly right, Billy Doc Niles. Gilster starting to reel in Dusty Man.
You know, I've been keeping a close eye on that one, Dan, and it's just been amazing how he's been able to reel him in. Just been so smooth through the corners. And Kevin, you and I both know once you catch up to someone, you know, you've put a lot of heat in your tires. Do you have enough left to get around them?
It's one thing to catch up to him. It's another thing to pass him.
Bad Brad Worthen holding a solid 3rd. The battle for 4th and 5th continues between Dale Leakes in the green 99L and your quick time qualifier Ryan Gutnick, who started 2 rows from the back.
2 rows from the back, and he's slowly working his way up to the front. Gilster's got that. He's within about 5 car lengths of Man as they go down the backstretch with 8 laps to go.
This would be one of the biggest haul jobs that I've seen in the Mid-American Stock Car Series in quite a while.
Yeah, it will be. 7 laps to go for Dusty Man. I know he's looking at that scoreboard. He goes there, turn 1 going, please just click these laps off, please.
Well, we got 2 cars for lap traffic right here. One of those is Meyerhofer, the other is Taylor Dawson. Dawson gets out of harm's way. Your leader's powering into turn 3 of a turn 4. Again, Danny Gilster has slowly been reeling in Dusty Man over the past 6 laps. We're down to 6.
If Gilster's got anything for Man, he's got 6 laps to do it. They will come up on another lap car. Gilster inches a little closer, probably within 3 car lengths as they go down the backstretch.
Here we go, Ryan Gutnick. Off of turn 2, he'll take Dale Leakes side by side. That battle is for 4th and 5th.
Meanwhile, up front, it's still about the same car length, but Gilster's inching a little closer with 5 laps to go.
Dustin Mann coming out of Minnesota. Ran with the Great Northern Sportsman Series, Mid-American Stock Car Series. Did some running at Elko Speedway. trying to hold off a former Mid-American Stock Car Series champion and the Cross Speedway Sportsman champion, Dan Gilster.
That battle for fourth is looking really good, but Zlikas is holding off the challenges from Gutnick with just 4 laps to go. That car length between Mann and Gilster has stabilized.
Gilster has it down to 4 car length as they roll over turn 4. 3 laps remain. Can Gilster catch Mann?
Now is the time to put the gas pedal. He gets closer right up to the back bumper as they go through turns 1 and 2. He saved up the tires. Now it's go time, Dan.
Billy Doc Niles, they were bumper to bumper heading off the corners.
This is going to be a great 2-lap shootout. Dustin Mann, a Friday night winner. Gilster, a multi-time winner here at La Crosse as far as championships and Mid-Am championships. Going to be a great 2-lap shootout, Kevin.
Now is the time where Danny Gilster's got to decide, am I going to try to take him to the high side or the low side? Oh, Gilster wanted to go to the inside, headed back out in turn 3.
Meanwhile, that battle for fourth has a finish with Ryan Gutnick taking over the position, but all eyes are on the leaders as we got the white flag between Mann and Gilster. Gilster goes to the outside, Dan.
Gilster on the outside, 3 left turns and a front straight remain. Gilster's going to try to make it stick and stay on the outside. Door to door, they roll to the back straightaway.
Momentum off for Gilster as they go on the high side, on the outside of 3 and 4. We're going to have a drag race to the finish stand. Everybody on your feet. Here they come off of turn 4.
Second flag is in hand. The Mid-American Stock Car Series winner, Danny Gilster.
Wow. I ran into Dustin Mann at Dells Raceway Park last weekend. I said, so, what are you racing at Fest? He says, I'm running Mid-Am. I want to know if Mr. Gilster's coming back. I think there's some redemption on the line. I don't think you've never been involved in a race like that.
No.
A lot of drivers will never get chased down from a half track down. But if you know that you're going to be in that same race next year, you can't tell me that's not in your mind.
Yeah, Dusty Mann definitely kicking himself over losing that one, and without a shadow of a doubt, the best race at Oktoberfest last year. So
I think that had to have been one of the best races I think I've ever called in my entire life. I cannot remember the last time somebody was that far down and got chased down.
And one thing we're skipping over here. Congratulations to Dan Gilster. That was a heck of a run.
I don't think I ever saw that man smile and sweat as much as he did. And you got to remember, he came off not racing at all last year because he had that bad shoulder surgery in the spring.
That shoulder surgery. So.
And then, of course, we had the double burnouts with uncle and nephew, Tom Lethe and Danny Gilster.
That was 2 years ago.
2 years ago?
That was 2 years ago.
Outstanding when the family members get together. That's going to do it for the program. Again, we want you to tune in next Saturday at noon. Our live show with TV and radio is going to be at noon on KQEG TV and Bog Country, which is 101.3 and 1460 AM, right inside the J. Noble Collectibles tent on Sellers Row. Until then, we will see you at Fest. What's the hashtag?
Fest is best.
You got that right. Paul was late. He's not doing the show anymore this year. That's going to do it. I want to thank Jesse for pushing the buttons on Beyond the Wall. I'm Dan Dyker, Billy Doc Niles, and this guy, he's just lost. We'll see you at Oktoberfest on KQEG TV.
You've been watching Seven Rivers Racing on KQEG TV with Dan the Voice Dyker, Billy Doc Niles, and Paul the Statman Riker. Brought to you by Big Boar Barbecue, Highway 16 West Salem. Big Boar Barbecue. Now that's a mouthful. By Carey Heating and Air Conditioning, your residential specialist. Serving the La Crosse area since 1929. Carey Heating and Air Conditioning. Thanks for watching Seven Rivers Racing on KQEG TV.
Want to keep your employees happy? Buy them all lunch. Hi, Jerry here at Big Boar Barbecue. We cater lunches all the time for businesses big and small, 10 to 500. We can handle it. Give us a call and we'll help you figure out a great menu. Let's face it, good people are hard to find, so we can help you keep the ones you got. My grandpa used to say, you want to keep someone happy? Feed them barbecue. Big Boar Barbecue, Highway 16 West Salem.
Just come on down for the best food in town at Big Boar Barbecue.
And online at BigBoarBBQ.com.